long day. I know obviously for you, game day and everything. Are you pleased with how everything turned out? What did you think of the game?
Does anybody other than Shay have a question? I thought it was a great day. It's perfect. I thought that the game day was a great infomercial for our university and our athletic department. I thought it was great, well attended, and a lot of energy, and the crowd certainly was everything that game day said it would be and more. And then we played great. For 20 minutes. That's the best we played all year long, and then we just kind of had to piece it together to end it. But great day, proud of our guys. The only thing that's unfortunate about the whole thing, although obviously Marco got nicked up and DP got cramps, but short turnaround. So there's no time to really rest up because we got to take on a great team on Monday night.
And from a coaching's perspective, I think 19 seconds left. Trey throws the lob to Flory. Are you okay with that, or would you rather him back out? I'm just wondering if.
Of course, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would if teams have their starters in and the game's not over and they're pressing, why wouldn't you try to score? So I don't
would you
even
rather
think that.
take clock or take?
No.
Okay.
Go give me 2 points. That's fine.
What was your perspective on that long stretch toward the end where you guys were having trouble scoring and then you were finally able to break out of it?
We were exhausted. We were exhausted on both ends. That's as tired as I've seen Flory and Melvin and Mark. I mean, we were exhausted. So there was so much energy the first half. It is almost like you run on adrenaline so long, and then the adrenaline ran out and it switched jerseys, and we were a tired team. Just trying to get to the finish line, and we had no depth, so I give them credit. They were fresher, but if you look at their stats, they played 3 guys 35 plus, and we played 4 guys 35 plus, but it just felt different. I thought we expended so much energy the first half that we were definitely a different team energy-wise.
You mentioned Darren's cramps. This is the earliest he's had to come out of a game for good in a while. Why do you think that was?
I have no idea. I'm not a doctor, but he definitely started cramping. So.
Well, you mentioned the first half. I mean, what really stood out? It seemed like you guys were moving the ball really quickly there. What stood out to you though about that half?
I thought we took care of it. We took good shots. We got paint touches, and the ball moved. And then you have one guy that got us off to a really good start, and the basket got big for everybody. And 9 of 12 from 3. Obviously, that's great, but it's not real. But even if we'd gone 6 of 12, we still played our butts off the first half. And Bryson making 3 of them, and Trey, what they combined to go 5 of 5. It's pretty good out of 2 guys that are 6, 7 or bigger, and then DP was DP there. You guys hadn't had a chance to see that like we have. Just unfortunate we didn't see it for 40 minutes.
And just you had Flory there on AJ, and AJ didn't score for the first 7, 8 minutes. Just wonder what you thought.
I thought if you go back and watch the tape, which I will, I'll be surprised if whoever Flory was guarding, AJ or Richie, which probably out of the 33 minutes, probably 25 of them he's guarded both of them. How many points those 2 scored when he was guarding one-on-one. I thought he was great. You could say DP, you could say BT, you could say a lot of guys, but Flory had as much to do with us winning the day as anybody did.
Bill, when you looked at Bryson's game tonight, what did you like most?
I thought he was aggressive. I think, when you play a big guy, the way we're playing him, which we think that's the best way to play for our team, but it may not be the best way to play for him individually sometimes. I think sometimes he can get a little lost and float, which you guys would agree with me on that. Tonight, I didn't see that at all. I thought he was aggressive the whole game.
And you've talked about this plenty in the past, too, when you have guys here and scouts are on them, and you had 2 big ones here tonight, both teams. Do other guys elevate their game knowing, hey, this is my time to be seen, too? And do you think Bryson's a guy that does that or can do that?
I don't know if, this is a big game. but we're going to have bigger games as we go forward. It's the biggest game to date. You can't tell me that Flory didn't love the opportunity to guard AJ, or Bryson didn't love the opportunity to go against one of their guys. You can't tell me that there's not an individual pride standpoint that, and just like them guarding DP or whatever. One thing about having guys on your team that everybody would be watching from a professional standpoint, it allows everybody else the opportunity to be seen. So I don't think, we don't talk about that, but I think that's obvious. I did tell Flory, I said, hey, you got a wealth of opportunity right here before you, as long as you not foul. Because sometimes you get too geeked up and you get undisciplined and you foul, and it hurts your team when you do start him on AJ, but that wasn't the case tonight.
So everyone obviously talked about the AJ Darren matchup. What did you think of AJ out there and kind of the difficulties he poses to you guys on the defensive end?
Well, it's more from the, I'm not saying he doesn't pose problems from the defensive standpoint, but
I meant the other way.
oh yeah, from an offensive standpoint, yeah. He can get to a spot, and you're not gonna block a shot. You just gotta contest it. And he's gonna make 1 out of 2 when you do contest it. Limit his good touches and try to shrink the floor where he can't get his shoulders past you, which until late, we did a really good job of that.
Coach, that Melvin shot with I think about a minute and a half left, was that the plan?
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, an off-balance shot that happened to go in. No, but it was the play for him to try to get downhill. But we had nothing at the end. There was nothing left in the tank. We were just trying to get to the finish line. So we need to have something good happen. That was obviously a great play, and then. This seems minor, but Flory going 2 for 2 and Jamari going 2 for 2. Those were the 3 biggest offensive plays there down the stretch.
And then that Darren dunk over the top of 2 guys. What do you sort of make of that?
It was athletic, and it was off his sprained ankle. So that was good to see. He showed a lot in his bag in the first half.
Bill, this is second game, I think, in the last 4. This and Iowa State one, where you just 2 of the better teams in the country, right? And you show, man, what this team can get to. What are kind of some of the emotions you're going through? Is you're feeling man, we're right there.
You know what? I do think we're close, but we're not going to we can be competitive, but for us to have a chance to actually do anything that what I would consider to be special type of deal, we need everybody healthy. And he's not going to go 6 or 7 or whatever it was the first half every game, but the way that people will have to guard him, which allows us to play 4-on-3 behind it and so many different things, gives you a chance to be better offensively than what we've shown consistently, just because of the presence, so to speak. So, it's disappointing that he couldn't go because of cramps, and he didn't cramp the last game, but he did today. I certainly hope we can still figure that out, but it tells me that we may not be consistently where some teams play night in and night out, but on any night, we can play with anybody.
And did he say anything at halftime? I saw 3 minutes in, right after he missed that shot, he signaled, "Hey."
Yeah.
Was there anything before that at halftime or anything, or was that the first time?
No. At halftime, I could tell because when he's leaving halftime, I could tell he didn't have the same bounce. He rides a bike at half and does some different things to stay loose, and he didn't say anything, but I could just tell at halftime. I asked, "Are you good?" He said, "I'm good," but he didn't have the same response, the same pop as what he had before the game.
Coach, what will just be the next couple days? What will those be like getting ready for Texas Tech? And I don't know if we'll see you before then. Just what can you give us on them? Obviously, 2 All-Americans they have.
Yeah, in Toppin and Anderson. I haven't studied them like I will. You know, we got to guard the short roll, and you got to guard Anderson. So we'll try to figure something out that maybe give us a better chance. But they got beat today by, you know, a talented team. You know, the same place that we went and left sad, and so I'm sure Grant will have their full attention. Now we got to make sure that we have our guys' full attention on a gas tank that's running pretty low right now. So we need to get our batteries recharged, and tomorrow will be a walkthrough day. It won't be a practice day at all, and then basically play Monday without really trying to expend any energy between now and then.
Considering the short turnaround and Marco and Darren dealing with things today, how likely is it or unlikely that they'll be able to go on Monday?
Oh, I have no idea. I would think they would be. I mean, Marco's in there getting treatment right now. You know, he got bumped. You know, he's had that injury and he's done so good coming back. Today's the best he's felt, he said, and he's got a bump when he and AJ tripped there in the first half, and so I'm disappointed for him. But his tests were even better after the game than what they were at halftime. So I think he'll be able to go.
Did any of the former players visit with the current players? Or?
Well, you know, a lot of those guys come back more than a few, but you know, Paul addressed the team yesterday, so that was great. You know, they talked to him, but this hasn't been a day where, hey, let's get everybody together and let old guys talk to present guys. Paul got them yesterday after practice for about 5 minutes, and that was it. Anything else?
Could I just say it?
No.
Okay. All right, Coach, 1,000 games at Allen Fieldhouse. Do you feel like the atmosphere here did it justice?
You know, somebody asked me earlier, how does this compare to the atmospheres we've had in the past? I would say the first half is as good an atmosphere as I can remember this thing being. I would say the second half, we didn't do much to give them any excitement to carry that over, but it was great. It was fabulous. You know, students turned out, and you know, game day atmosphere was good too. So it was a good day for our athletic department, our basketball program.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.